Hey, what up though? How y'all doing out there? How was your weekend? How was your Monday? Since I wasn't here for Monday. Doesn't matter. It's all fucking one big blob of days. Mine was good. I just slept. Just slept. Ah. There's something about knocking yourself out and just fucking waking up like hours later. It's the best, dude. You're like, whoa. Where am I? I've lived a whole life in my brain. I woke up today, I was freaked out. I was like, do not miss the alarm. And I kept dreaming that I missed the alarm, and then when the alarm finally went off, I was like, I missed the alarm, but then I didn't. Like, yeah, bitch, crush that shit. I hate them fucking anxiety dreams. But that's how serious I take this show from the couch. Hold on, let me drink some more coffee. Yeah, I went everywhere in my house today. Or these last couple of days. Really worth it. I feel like if you're going to be quarantining, you might as well take advantage of this time. And like... They can take your movement, but don't let them take your mind. You just fucking keep that shit, son. I think I listened to every single mixtape I made. Not bad. Not bad at all. Fun fucking weekend. Crush that shit.
What happened to the lady?
What happened to the lady? Mm-hmm.
I thought you'd visit her.
Stuck around. Yep. Lady.
She's still there?
Around. Yeah, we got to fly her out. Gotta fly her ass out. It was one of those deals where we just kept going hard. You know what I mean? I was like,
yeah, I think I got it.
We can chill out. We can chill out. Or we cannot chill out. And we kept erring on the side of not chilling out.
So are you the one who sets the pace? I kind of feel like you would be. That she has to keep up with you. Or is she going as hard?
Now I'm the pace setter. I'm like, all right, do this, do that, do this, hit that again, do this, do that, do this. And even because I'll know the songs too, I'll be like, all right, man, we about to do some shit to this song. Like get like a 10-minute song and just go in and shit. It's like Little Baby Adventures. Best. Yeah. Yeah, but we went so crazy that just like our genitals just stopped working. Like this. My dick was like, bro, stop, man. Please. I'm tired. I'm gonna die. Yeah.
A little different than my weekend.
What was your weekend?
Not a lot. There was some wine, maybe some vodka. I had some edibles.
Hey.
Got a little freaked out on the edibles. Started reading too much news. Had to stop doing that. I can tell you.
Wait, hold up, John.
It's the dumbest thing. Don't do that.
That's you get what you deserve.
Oh, it's the worst. I do.
You're like, it's the weekend. I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna have a glass of wine. I'm gonna eat a bunch of edibles and then watch the news.
I get really freaked out. That is not...
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
That's their whole job, is like to scare you so that you stick around longer. That's all they do. And this has been like since forever. I'm from the Midwest. Like Midwest cats will remember this shit. They'll be like, or down in Florida or some shit. They'll be like, storm of the century is coming in 2 days. Stay tuned to Channel 7 to know all about storm of the century. This is going to be the craziest fucking storm ever. It's going to blow the fucking doors off of houses. And like everyone's all freaked out and they're tuning in, and then like some little bitch ass storm like comes through. Like they've been doing this shit forever, bro.
No, I used to watch this all the time. Hurricane headquarters, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah. And then nothing happens. You're like, doesn't it kind of make you lose faith in the news? Like,
I mean, it depends on what we're talking about, but by and large, pulling up CNN when you're really high is not the best thing on a Saturday night. Certainly not these days. I would
all these news companies are like your amped up drunk aunt at a fucking at like Thanksgiving. Like you're just trying to have a good time. They're like, did you hear about the fucking car crash? And you're like, yo, dude, like chill out, man. You're just trying to have turkey. Fucking going in. Yeah, don't watch that shit no more, man.
No, I assure you. I knew it was a mistake, and I confirmed that. So,
I bet you money that you will do this again within 6 months.
I've got a history, but yes, I'm going to try to avoid it.
All right, let me know how that goes. John.
I'll work on it.
All right, you listening to the All Out Show. You got John the corniest man in all of rap. Ever. You should be in the Guinness Book of World Records, I feel.
I'm working up to it. I've been poking around. I think you may be right about that when it comes to the world of hip-hop.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think anyone's beating you.
I don't think...
And the corniest man in the world of hip-hop. You're fucking crushing.
I've got that on lock.
And then you got me, Jude Angelini. You're half-dead host. We got Send Dog, which is pre-taped. Lucky for you. And is it Black, White, or Other, or Drunk, High, or Stupid?
Drunk, High, or Stupid.
DHS. You're going to play Drunk, High, or Stupid. Do not go anywhere. It is the All Out Show. Let's go.
You're listening to the All Out Show with you.
All right, y'all, we're about to play Drunk, High, or Stupid. I got 5 headlines of the news. I will read them to you. You got to guess whether the person is drunk, high, or just a fucking moron. 3 out of 5 wins you CBDE.com. CBD fucking like, I don't know, coupon or some shit like that. It'll help you relax. Balm. It's good for fucking sleep. And then we also got the promescent shit, which is if you want to bang for a long time, squirt that on your pee-pee. Or me, I'm a sucker for the silicone-based lube. It's fucking magnifique. All right, so 3 out of 5 wins you a prize, and the biggest prize really is bragging rights. So John, why don't you give me an example of a question that a question or a headline that we'd be asking somebody?
I have a bus driver who was caught masturbating while he was driving the bus. One of the passengers saw this in that mirror that they have and saw him jerking off, filmed it. And so I've got a blurred out vision of him, image of him here just jerking off. He's just sitting there with his, looks like he's driving with the right hand, jerking with the left. So was he drunk, high, or stupid?
I think he was stupid, man. Like, people that like to masturbate in public, that's their own deal. You know what I mean? Like, they don't always get drunk for that. And you're doing it on the job, so if he's drunk, he would have been putting a gang of people in fucking danger. This way, he's just pleasuring himself.
He's not really focusing on the task, but...
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. But think about this. Like, there's jerking off while you're driving, and there's drunk jerking off while you're driving. One is way more dangerous.
Yeah, I would agree with that. When was the last time you jerked off while driving?
Jesus Christ. I haven't jerked off during driving in forever, dude. Like years, 20 years. Something like that.
Yeah,
the last time I got caught out there having to jerk off was I was with this chick and I was trying to fuck and she gave me blue balls and I was working midnight shift and I got to the work and I was just fucking like I was in pain, so I had to go jerk off with fucking hand soap and that sucked. So
yeah, but that's at work. I'm talking about if you're on a road trip and then suddenly, hey, it's time to masturbate. That hasn't happened.
Yeah, that doesn't cross my mind. I'm not on a road trip and be like, this Grand Canyon's beautiful. It'd be even better if I was ejaculating right now as I looked at it.
Try to avoid the truckers checking in.
My sister, it's funny you say that. She had taken my truck because I had broke my neck and she had taken my truck. And she was saying, because she was so high up, she saw more fucking dudes' dicks. Like, all they do is just drive around and jack off. She was like, it's an epidemic. I was like, no kidding.
I've only done that once, and it wasn't really, I think I was way too old for it, but I was heading up to, I don't know, go on some Bigfoot expedition or something, and then I was like, why not? And, gave it a shot. But...
So you jerked off on the way to a Bigfoot expedition?
I did. A lonely road up in Humboldt County. And I think I actually came on my jeans. And then that was about it. Like, all right. These Bigfoot people are freaks anyway. They won't care. So
Nah, not at all. Not at all. You can just be like, no, this is a call. This is the call Bigfoot.
Yeah, this is how you attract Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Semen.
Bigfoot can smell this pheromones of my semen. Fuck. What level of virgin are you where you're jerking off on the way to a Bigfoot exhibition? Fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. All right, so yeah. Did you ask me the question yet?
I did. Is he drunk or stupid? He's sitting there on the bus jerking off, driving it.
Oh, I was saying he was stupid. What is it?
You are correct. He was, in fact, just stupid. And he's apologizing for it now, saying he wasn't aware that people could see him because he had that coronavirus barrier up, so he thought he was in his own little world, which was kind of stupid. But no, people could still see in that mirror jerking off as you're driving your bus around.
Man, sometimes you just got to be quiet. There's just nothing. There's nothing nothing you can say that's gonna make this shit better. Sometimes you just gotta plead the fifth. Just be like, yeah, this happened.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to talk your way to that one.
Yeah, right. Can you imagine? Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't know she could see me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's not even sorry for jerking off. He's sorry for getting caught. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. All right, so there you go. If you knew that guy was stupid, then you're a fucking genius, and you should call up and play. It is Drunk Hire Stupid coming up next.
You're listening to the All Out Show with you.
Police say was drunk on the job.
Officers found that woman high on prescription drugs walking down the street.
The stupid criminal story.
That's right, one of our favorites.
To help you better understand the criminal mind, the All Out Show now brings you drunk, high, or stupid.
Shade 45 about to play a game. I got 5 headlines from the news. I will read you those headlines. And based on what's going on, you got to guess whether the person is drunk, high, or just fucking a moron. So drunk, high, or stupid. We got Pell playing with us. What up, man?
What's good, man? Jude, what's poppin', man? How you living?
Shit, I'm over here chilling. Where in the country are you calling from?
I'm actually in Augusta. I'm over here driving my work truck, delivering these sodas and all that, man. All that work.
Hell yeah. Shout out to all the truckers out there. All right, you ready to do this?
Yeah, man, I'm ready.
Man charged after allegedly stealing SUV and storming into a store naked.
Oh, shit. It said what? Repeat it one more time? I just cut the truck off when you were saying it.
All right, so he stole an SUV, and then he went to a come and go store, which I'm guessing is sounds like a fucking shitty gas station.
Sound like one of them A-Ranch spots.
Yeah, and then fucking rolled up in that bitch butt ass naked, and he was charged with 2 felonies and a misdemeanor. The vehicle was a GMC Jimmy.
He's high. Definitely. Sounds like meth.
Is it meth?
Yes, sir.
Yep. If they're naked in
Hell
public,
no.
just bet on meth. All right.
Hey, can I get extra points if I guess what race?
I mean, sure. Well, I mean, if it's meth, it's got to be a white guy, right?
I mean, out here in the South, man, you run into some black meth heads. Real shit. You surprised.
All right, let me just,
But I'm
what
gonna
do
guess
you want to
white.
guess?
I'm gonna guess white though.
Yeah, not only is he white, he looks like the Notre Dame fighting Irish guy. That's how fucking white he is. All right.
I bet.
Oh, man. Man is arrested for allegedly filming men in Home Depot bathrooms. Ugh. He's got a type.
Yeah, shit.
He likes those burly.
We're gonna go stupid. We're gonna go stupid.
All right, let's see. Is it stupid? Yeah. A man from the U.S. Army installation secretly filmed 19 men using Home Depot bathrooms. The recordings were discovered by military police during a search of the man's phone. The man allegedly put a recording device in a bag on the ground between the dividers of the stalls, and then he would film them pooping.
Nice.
I don't know what to say on that. What's
Weird,
to say
man.
on that? That's weird, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
The things
That's
people
what
like.
I really just say on that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's scary though. Like really, like on some other shit though. Like I said, I'm out here in these streets literally.
Right.
My trucking ass, somebody recording me. Like, come on, man, I have to beat your ass. Especially if I find out who you are, I have to beat your ass.
Yeah, on GP. And like, what kind of man are you too? You're like, I'm tired of all these fucking regular gay guys. I just need someone who puts up drywall to take a shit. Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
shit. He said, yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, that's just that's some shit that just leave you speechless. Like, what the fuck? Like, it really is. Like, what the fuck? Like,
All right. Have you been right every time so far?
Yeah, it's 2 for 2.
yeah, man.
It's killing
I'm
me.
a fan, dog.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
A
Man.
lot of people are fans and they fuck up. So you're beyond a fan. You're crushing this shit. All right. Here, 2 for 2.
All right,
Let's keep this shit going. A man broke into a funeral home, stripped naked, and left item in casket. Well, let's find out what this item is.
Well,
What is it? Is it poop? I can't see it, John. What is it? He stripped naked inside the funeral home, left his clothes on the floor. The man also rifled through the closet containing the morgue's chemicals. Makes sense. He also rummaged through a car parked outside and left behind something. What was it?
something that we should probably remain not mentioned.
Yeah. Yeah. But should further go on my answer as hot. Yeah. Only drunk motherfuckers don't do that shit, man. I mean, drunk motherfuckers do some dumb shit, but I'm not stripping naked in public. And plus, you probably got a vendetta against that dude.
Is it?
I'm going with high.
You're going high?
We're going with high. We're going with high. Drunk people ain't doing that.
Is it high?
Whoa. Drunk as hell doing that?
Yeah, he's drunk.
He left a beer in the casket.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, he left a beer in the casket?
Yeah.
Okay. That would have gave it away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought he shit in the casket. I'm like, damn, dude, this is savage, bro.
Maybe he didn't have nothing against him. He just left him a beer. That's probably the homie. Damn.
Here's a heartbreak.
Another one. That's a heartbreaking story. That's kind of sad. One sounds stupid.
California man punched his mom for hiding toilet paper.
California man punched his mom for hiding toilet paper.
Yep.
This sounds like a drunken rage. Let's go, Jim.
She said that he'd been using too much. So.
No, if he's using,
yep.
He's
using too much paper, so she cut his ass off.
She cut his ass.
And then he got mad and he punched her.
He's using too much paper, so he cut his ass off. He dumped it. Yeah, that's crazy.
I want to see if it's a white guy.
I was gonna go white, but I'm gonna go drunk. Someone just says he's drunk as shit.
Is he drunk?
Damn.
Just crazy.
Just crazy, bro.
Just crazy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
It's fucking crazy.
All right, he's 2-2. He's gotta pull it out here.
All right, this is it. I'll let you choose your own shit. You got 8, 9, or 10.
10 is my favorite number. Let's go with 10.
Fender punching man gets 260 days in jail. The man was contacted by deputies after someone reported a shirtless man punching a parked vehicle. When deputies arrived, they found him standing in the highway. When they tried to detain him, he took a swing at the deputy, missed, and the melee began.
Let's go high.
For the win. Is it high?
Yes, sir.
Rectamundo. There you go. Now we can get you the CBD. We can get you the CBDEE.com fucking gift certificate. Or we can also get you the lube or the fucking dick spray from Promescent. You just let us know. And we will lace you with one of those many fine gifts.
Or I'm gonna go with CBD. My shout out my wife. She got me look at it, so fuck that dick spray. But can I throw a shout out there if you don't mind?
No, please go ahead.
Yo, I got to shout out my brother Malcolm Burt, man. He's a Navy corpsman. He's one of the big white ship out there in New York. Helping all those people with the coronavirus, man. You're a real life hero. I love real shit. And all my other family out there in New York and Augusta, we did this shit.
That's awesome. Shout out. That's that's a tough job to do. So thank.
He's seen all that shit too, man. He's seen it all. Yeah. All right. But I'm proud of him, and I know he listens to the show. Also, he's gonna be pretty. He's gonna be pretty stoked about this shit.
Yeah, one, you're not a loser, and then you got to shout him out. So it's like a double positive.
That's a
fucking
fact.
Crush.
Damn, this is kind of dope. Y'all made my day too, man. I was kind of having a little rough day out here. Y'all actually made my day. This is kind of cool, man. Real shit.
I was having a rough day too, so we're even. Fucking.
Man, y'all home, y'all chilling. I mean, you get to talk to us and shit. You ain't got to deal with these assholes out here like that.
Oh, you ain't bullshitting. Look, I ain't lying. I'm not lying, but it took me a lot to get to this couch. You don't even know. You don't even know.
Yeah, man.
All right, Cuddy. Thank you, man. Thanks for everything you do. That was Drunk, High, or Stupid. Don't go anywhere. We got Sin Dog and the news. Let's go.
You're listening to the All Out Show with you.
Shade 45, I got the legend, Cypress Hill's own Sin Dog. What's up, man?
Everything's good, brother, man. Happy to be here. Happy to see you.
Yeah.
You know, happy to be in L.A. You know, I recently moved out to Nevada, so I get to come back to L.A. every now and then, just for business, get down and hang and see some friends. So, you know, really cool to be here.
What made you move to Nevada?
Texas, brother.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna say that shit. I'm trying to escape from LA too, man.
Yeah, man. It was, you know, it's just do something new and different, and just go to a different area and just start over again. You know, life is all about new beginnings and starting new things and going places you haven't been to and just doing different weird shit. And
you go in there shooting all the machine guns and shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, I go out there, I take my rifles out there, my guns and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let off some little aggression and steam and whatnot. But what I found about it it's kind of cool. Just the whole lifestyle change. It was a positive one, and it made me more of a productive, cat, more productive musician and whatnot. So
what were you doing here that you're not doing there?
Well, here I had, I've grown up here, so I had my full circle of friends.
Right.
I have my bike club.
Yeah.
And that's an active thing. We ride a lot.
What's the name of your bike club?
You're going to dig this one, okay? It's called the Cypress Hillbillies.
That's what's up.
Or just Hillbillies MC. And it's just a bunch of me and my friends that I've known since like the 80s. We all got together like, 12, 13 years ago and all was about motorcycles.
That's fucking cool.
And then we're like, let's club up. We're like, all right, we didn't know nothing about it, but we did it,
So you guys are like the donate clothes to poor kids bike club, not the sell meth bike club.
No, there's no selling meth or prostitution involved.
Oh,
shit. No. No. It's not a hardcore thing at all, man. It's just some hardworking cats.
Yeah.
Love to ride and the camaraderie of it all, and you know what I mean?
What kind of bike do you got? You got a few different bikes? I imagine you would probably have a few different, or do you?
Yeah. I got a 2002 Heritage Springer Softail.
Nice.
With the 18-inch 8-hangers on the front, and then I got a 2018 Indian Chieftain Dark Horse.
That's fucking gangster.
And that thing just rolls out. It's like a Cadillac of motorcycles,
That's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what none of them shits are.
Oh man,
just like wow, fucking words.
Hey man, it's one of the best things I ever did for myself was to learn how to ride and get out there.
When'd you start riding?
I started riding in the 90s, man, around 93, 94, on crotch rockets, GSXRs and CBRs and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then I scared myself one day actually. And I decided to get rid of those rockets and just get like a cruiser bike.
What'd you do to scare yourself?
I did 149 miles an hour on the 105 freeway.
Whoa.
From the 405 to the 605, and I swear it took like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
to go from one side to the other.
Was it trafficky? Was you weaving, or was it like late night? And
we were white lining. It was at night, but we were white lining like. And if, that's going in between lanes.
Because that's legal out here in Cali. Some places you can't do that shit. Other places you can.
It's legal to a certain extent. Like, you're not supposed to be going 149 miles an hour to traffic.
That's that's extremely illegal.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like extra illegal.
Yeah, so I was switched up and then started getting into Harley Davidson and into Indian and whatnot and
Do you ever run across the fucking gangster biker gangs?
well, yeah, that's unavoidable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's all about the respect factor. You know what I mean? You don't walk in there and not say hi, don't shake hands, and that kind of stuff ain't gonna get you nowhere. So when you see those guys, you go introduce yourself, your chapter.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you guys. Even if it's friendly deal, buy them a beer.
Right,
you know
right,
what I mean?
right.
But it's all about the respect. No matter with any club, it's about respect.
I remember my homegirl. She was so dumb. She was like, "This bar is racist. It's a racist bar." I was like, "Why?" She was like, "It says no colors," and I was like. I'm like, dog, like this ain't the '60s, man. They talking about this. It was like it was in some grimy fucking white trash part of town in Michigan. It was like, nah, bro, it's this biker gangs.
It's
man.
not that. It's not that. No colors means you can't fly your color, your cut. You can't wear them inside the bar.
Do you adhere to that? Is like when you do go to those bars, or do you guys?
Yeah. That's like there's certain events that certain rides that are the public is part of it, and it's straight up no colors.
Yeah,
and you just don't wear them. You know what I mean? Or get close, take them off, and then go in the event, and when you leave, put them back on. But
I find it fascinating because every different culture has its own their own norms and rules and regulations. So like, I find it fascinating you fucking breaking that shit down to me. Like, what's the worst shit you could do to piss off a fucking biker? Besides kick over their bike.
I mean, basically any biker, you just don't step on their toes and don't say I'm not sorry. You don't say that, or disrespect or whatever. Any form of disrespect could get you in some shit with a biker. You know what I mean? Whether you knock over a beer or accidentally step on their toe, or any kind of what they would conceive as this guy didn't say hi to me correctly type of thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? It could turn into something. You know what I mean? But it's all about. The conduct.
Yeah. There's been times I remember I was on the east side outside of Detroit, and we just stumbled into a biker bar. It didn't even. It was like.
Yeah.
It was like Malibu themed. You know what I mean? It had fucking fake palm trees and shit outside. So we're like, oh, let's go up in there, and it was just like deep, and we left because
good idea.
Yeah, I was like, let me get a Coke and then they just was all mugging the shit out of us. I was like, second thought, man, you know what? I think I'm gonna go get a drink somewhere else and fucking be the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, because when it's a lot of them and they're all from one club, they want to be them. They want to be them. They don't really need you or I there, and they don't even want you or I there. So
no, it's
like I said, a respect thing. And you had the respect, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna dip, go somewhere else. You know what I mean?
So that wouldn't have been a good idea to have been like, hey, I'm Jude.
No.
Nice to meet you.
And you're like, and so fucking what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and now fucking go.
Yeah.
I imagine that you being like Cypress Hill, you being Send Dog actually gets you some fucking favorable, like they like you more than the average Joe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a person they want to meet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, I also happen to be into the bike culture.
Right.
And they get a kick out of that.
So, yeah, you know your shit. It's not like you're some fucking poser out here. Like
exactly, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So, you can't pose around because, like the dominant clubs, they'll just shut you down. You know what I mean? And that's the end of that. So, it's a I don't want to say dicey, but it's a fine line you walk, and ride, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you have to be, like I said, respectful and courteous and all that good stuff,
How often do you go to the biker rallies and shit like that? Or is there like big biker shits that you go to where you're mixing with all of the dudes, or are there only or do they have shit where it's only for the outlaw motherfuckers?
Well, there's sets, that they do their own thing.
Right.
Some certain clubs you don't see them involved with the public at all or anything like that.
Right.
But well, we ride, with there's a heavy Mexican theme.
Right.
In LA with the clubs that we know.
Yeah.
A lot of Mexicanos and stuff, and And there, yeah, you see some guys from heavy hitter organizations and stuff, and not a lot of them. Just they send a rep with another guy, and just to make sure that they're represented, you know. And you know, you say, hey, what's up, and blah blah blah, and have a beer, and it's all good. It's not like you know, we're not trying to be anything that we're not. We're just trying to have fun
you out
with
here,
bikes.
yeah, you out here doing your bike shit, man.
Yeah, and plus I got a rap career to think about.
Yeah,
you know,
they pumping meth. You fucking got your own shit.
Yeah,
I guess Canada is just ran by the fucking bikers. Like all of like, if you want to get good, like meth and heroin and shit, like and coke, they're the ones.
I wouldn't know personally, but from the TV shows I've seen, yeah, it's pretty crazy up there with on the biker scene. Pretty drastic as well, yeah.
Yeah. Some of the strippers I banged from Canada, they're like loosely connected to that biker scene, and they're like, yeah, that's where you go.
Yeah,
they're the ones holding.
Yeah,
I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
I'm banned, but whatever. Fuck.
Yeah,
I don't got to worry about that. That's why I'm talking freely.
Yeah, as long as you don't, I mean, just be cool and don't badmouth anybody and shit, and
don't try to fuck their girl.
Don't try to do that, you know, and you know, slap hands when you see them, and
a lot of it is kind of it's similar to hood culture, really, like the shit that you're describing. I remember coming out here to when I moved out here to Hollywood. And Hollywood is different than different parts of Los Angeles. I think it's fair to say, right?
Very fair, yeah.
And I would go out to clubs and motherfuckers would step on my feet. And in Michigan, like, that means you want to duel somebody. You know what I mean? That means like we're finna like go outside and do some Hamilton shit. You know what I mean? Like fucking. And I was be flipping out, and I was just like, oh, just this is how they are out here. Like, it's not like this is just how they fucking behave. They'll just step on your fucking feet and fucking at these fucking bougie Hollywood parties and keep it pushing.
That's just some poser being drunk and rude, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and I know what you're talking about too, because people just walk through and they don't care. They're just drunk and you know, back in some circles in some areas, that's like you hey, homie, me and you're gonna go outside right now.
Yeah, if you don't say excuse me and shit, some shit like that, like
yeah, no doubt.
That's the one thing. Excuse me will get you out of a lot of situations in these fucking things. Like excuse me, my bad. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Heck yeah, but. Hey man, the next time, I don't know whenever I'll see you again, but I'd love to, you know, have you show you some of the bikes, and you know, and
you can explain them to me.
I'll have you riding in one day,
bro. Do you know? This is, man. I was hungover listening to Jodeci on a 10-speed and riding a 10-speed. And just ran that bitch into a parked Cadillac, bro. Do you know? And like the fucked up shit is like when you wreck, the music doesn't stop. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm laid the fuck out on the ground, fucking wheels spinning and shit. And it's like, stay for a lit. Like, I'm like that Jodeci singing in my ear. Like, I'm a clumsy motherfucker. I'll keep it 1 billion with you. My stepdad rode a motorcycle, and he got wrecked. Like, he was going over a hill.
Yeah.
This dude didn't see him, fucking wrecked him, skidded him down the fucking street. And then he got addicted to painkillers. And then it went to fucking just turn into like a fiend, and it just ruined the family. So like after that shit, it had me like shook to ride motorcycles.
Yeah. Well, you know, they say there's two kind of bikers. And there's the bikers that have gone down, and the bikers that are gonna go down. It's like playing football is 100% chance of injury. You know, it's unfortunate for your steppops, but I've heard stories like that before.
Yeah, man, it was like, look, he probably had that personality in him. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't get hit and just become an addict. You know what I mean? But like once he got on the motherfucking painkillers, it was just downhill. We went broke fast. We was already broke. We went broker.
Man, that's why I don't do pills.
Yeah.
You know, I stay away.
He cashed out, bought a Plymouth Voyager minivan, and then like over the years we ain't had no seats in that bitch. You know what I mean? Like
stripped it.
Oh yeah, it got to the point where the doors wouldn't shut. We had to take seat belts and loop them through the handles.
Yeah.
And buckle the fucking doors to shut.
Yeah.
It was just like, man, this is bleak as fuck, man. I'm staying off them bikes.
Yeah. Well,
I noticed you didn't claim Harley Davidson. Are they overrated?
Yeah. No, I got a Harley.
Do you have a Harley?
Yeah, my first chopper is a Harley.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Harley's 1903 or something.
Yeah.
Dude, badass motorcycles. I started my first one, and then recently I worked out a deal with the Indian Motorcycle Company,
which is another old school fucking beast.
Yeah.
They changed it to Native American Motorcycle Company last year. They didn't tell you?
No. Nobody, because my bike still says Indian on it. Somebody forgot to tell my bike.
Yeah. With you. So you do like the Harley? Do you bang for the buck? They're decent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're expensive, but it's good to hella ride.
Right.
So I would ride it to like when we had shows, like Cypress Hill was playing somewhere like San Bernardino. I'm calling my boys up, hey, we got a show in San Bernardino, let's go. So we would just find any excuse to ride, And
yeah.
I'd show up there, on my bike, and the fans are like, oh, St. Doug's on a bike, oh, shit.
That's fucking cool.
It all adds, leads into the, adds to the legend thing, You
guys have been going for, like, I put you guys, and this ain't even a knock, like I put you guys in the same group as like the Grateful Dead and Fish and like people that have just been able to, your music stands on its own, but you've also been able to tie yourself to a culture that keeps pushing y'all along. Do you agree or disagree?
No, I agree with that. Yeah, for sure. Speaking of the Grateful Dead, many years ago, and up in Northern California, some of those cats showed up at one of our shows.
Yeah,
and they came and pieced us out, man, and gave us hugs and like, you guys have a long career, and we love you guys, and this and that, and we were stunned, like, whoa,
That must have been fucking crazy.
Yeah, because
was this when Jerry Garcia was still alive and all that, or was he dead?
I don't recall. He wasn't there that day though.
Right,
I do know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's turned into cats that have grown up with the band, and we see this all over the world where we go. These cats are bringing their 13, 14, 15-year-old kids to see Cypress Hill with them. Like they're passing the band on to their kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I just see that as such a special thing, because that's a new generation that's coming up. And they could be listening to whatever it is, kids listen to today. But these parents are making sure that they come and they get educated and they learn what hip hop from the golden era is, from the cats that are still doing it. And I'm sure that if me and B and Bobo and we were to get all fat and old looking and everything, no one would care, right?
Yeah.
But we still give a good show. We care about our production values and all that stuff. We care about that. We're not just trying to out there and go up there and make a money grab. We're trying to entertain people still.
I mean, yeah, you got like, you guys are kind of like this killer combination. You got, the new one isn't produced by Muggs. It's
No.
Black Thought.
Yeah, Black Milk.
Or excuse me, Black Milk. Detroit cat. Who's an ill producer.
Yeah, he's great.
He's fucking and just all around good dude. Was Muggs upset about that?
No, not really. Muggs produced the first, 8 albums or something.
Right.
9 albums, whatever. And then in 2010, we did an album with various producers.
Right.
And then, in 17 or 18, whatever, we came back and got together with Muggs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So this isn't the first project that you went away from him. This is
no.
What was it like working exclusively with Black Milk?
For me, it was like a freedom thing. It was like a guy I've never worked with before, and he's just like, okay, here are the beats, now impress me. You know what I mean? So
right.
just to sit with B and write the songs and go back and forth with each other. You know what I mean? It was really good. It was a real satisfying feel because I'm not the type of guy that that I could easily open up to just anybody's hip hop tracks.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that's one of the reasons why I do like hardcore and metal, is because I find that music way more, it gets more way out of my brain.
Yeah.
You know, so for me to get comfortable with a hip hop producer, it's a special thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I just don't connect with anybody like that. It has to be like someone who I guess kind of knows me through my music already and has a feel of what ideas of what they want me to sound like or something like that. You know what I mean? I could we could work together basically, instead of you telling me, nah, I don't like it, do it again. You know what I mean?
I think it's dope that you listen to metal and hardcore and do rap. Like,
yeah.
Like I do a hip hop show, but karaoke I sing country music.
Right.
Cause listen to my voice, I can't do Luther. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Woke up today, I was broken hearted. Like,
Yeah.
You know, that shit sound awful, but
That was my jam too, by the way. I remember that one.
Oh, that's the shit. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the hardcore metal thing is really cool because they've accepted me. That metal audience has accepted me as one of their own.
Because you authentic. You came up in that shit.
Yeah, it's fun and I like it, and it makes my mind think, you know, and it brings other thoughts to me that, you know, hip hop doesn't. So
right,
I find myself still evolving as an artist. You know, 30 years down the line, you know, I'm still finding new ways of, you know, getting it out.
It's crazy. Like all my fucking my cousin was an Army Ranger, so like I'm cool with some of his folks, and like they just half of them cats is straight up Megadeth. Like they throw on some Megadeth or Metallica, early Metallica.
Yeah.
When the dude from Megadeth was still playing with them, and just get ready to go fucking ham. Do you listen to metal before you about to go on and do Cypress Hill shit?
Yeah. Yeah, I pretty much do. Yeah.
Do you got a special song?
Well, you know, whatever works at the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? I like Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
I like Scorpions, Iron Maiden.
So you like the old school shit?
Yeah, I like the new school Megadeth, the new school stuff, Meshuggah.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. I groove on that kind of stuff too.
I be on that Snowblind from motherfucking
Slipknot?
No, Snowblind from Black Sabbath.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But when I did Jenny Jones, I would listen to Wildflower by Ghostface Killer and The Stooges, Be Your Dog. Those are my two ones.
I wanna be a dog.
Yeah. Get ready and just go out there and destroy strippers.
Yeah, no doubt, man. You know, I got into metal when I was like around 15 or 16.
Yeah.
I went to school with a cat named Dave Lombardo, and he was in a band in high school. He was in a band called Slayer. And
The Slayer?
The Slayer.
God damn,
and
son.
he invited me at lunchtime one day in the quad to come see his band play. So I went down there, and I didn't understand it, but I liked it. And,
right.
And I was like, from that day on, I kind of like, you know, pursued it and chased it and sought after it a little bit more, you know?
I mean, that's a pretty good fucking... That's like, I never did coke until I met this Colombian guy that gave me pure white. You know what I mean? Like to start off with, but to know the guy from fucking Slayer, that's a pretty good way to start listening to that shit.
Yeah, well, you know, we had things in common. You know, we're both Cuban.
Right.
And we both, you know, were new to that school.
Yeah.
And we just became friends and started talking, and he'd be in the classroom telling me, man, my band's going to get big, man. We're going to get signed and we're going to go places. And I started looking at him like, man, this guy's going to be famous. I better start rapping or something. Or
That's not, what high school is this?
Southgate High School.
Not bad. Cypress Hill and Slayer coming out of the same fucking high school.
Yeah.
Anybody else I need? The Temptations or anything like that?
No, man. It was pretty much Cypress Hill and Slayer. We had a couple classes together. And this is stuff that we know when we see each other, we still talk about and laugh at, you know?
That's fucking gangster.
That's what got me into it, you know? And Cypress Hill, October release.
What's the name of it?
Wow. There's several names still.
All right. Okay.
So it has to be chosen.
They're telling me you got to go, and you got to go do another interview.
Oh, really?
Yeah, already, bro.
Oh, man, this is fun, man. Too bad I got to split, but...
Son, it's always good. Bro, you know the door's open, bro.
Yeah, man.
Anytime you want to come in here and just
big shout out.
Shit.
Thank you, brother. Big shout out Cypress Hill. Big shout out, my other band, Power Flow. You'll be hearing from us. Let's go. Thanks for having me.
You got it, man. Thank you.
It's another one of them old Cypress Hill things. You know what I'm saying? And it goes like this.
Hey, don't miss out. I want you passing. You're missing the hooter of the funky Buddha. I looter of your fucked up styles to get wicked. So come on, the Cypress starts to kick it. Cause we're like the outlaw style. When suckers are hiding, jump behind the bush when they see me driving by. Hanging out the window with my magnum, taking out some putos, acting kinda local. I'm just another local kid from the street, getting paid for my vocal. Here is something you can't understand. Or I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. Or I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. Or I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. Or I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. I'm ignoring all the dumb shit, yo, because nothing is coming from it. I'm not gonna waste no time fucking around like I say humming. Humming, coming at ya. Yeah, you know I had to get ya. Time for some action, just a fraction of Brexit. I got the clearance to run the interference into your satellite, shining a bad light. Sing it again, and I know that'll catch you right. Here's an example, just a little sample. I could just kill a man. One time tried to come in my home, take my chrome. I said, yo, it's on. Take cover, son, or your ass down. How you like my chrome? Then I want the rookie pass out. Didn't have to blast out, but I did anyway. Your punk had to pay. So I just killed a man. Here is something you can't understand. I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. I could just kill a man. What is the dog? What is the dog? It's gonna be a long time before I finish one of the many missions that I had to establish to light my splendid ignite your weapon sights. And if you ain't down, bullshit. Say some punk tried to get you for your idol. Would you go to one time and play the role model? No, I think you play like a thug. Next year the shot of a magnum slug. I'm in, coming at ya. Yeah, you know I'm gonna get ya. How do you know where I'm at when you haven't been where I've been? Understand where I'm coming from when you're up on the hill in your big home. I'm out here risking my dome just for a bucket or a fast bucket just to stay alive. Yo, I gotta say fuck it. Here is something you can't understand. I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. All I wanted was a Pepsi. What is the dog? What is the dog?
You're listening to the All Out Show with you.
All right, shout out to Sin Dog, my dog. That's my guy. Good ass dude, LA legend. You want to follow the show at All Out Show on everything. Also follow at One More Jude on my Instagram. At Rude_Jude on Twitter. I don't get tweets that much anymore. I don't know. I lose them. But if that's what you get down on, I'm cool with that too. And as a matter of fact, Scoop DeVille did the Lowrider Pill Mix last Friday. To everybody who's fucking with it. What we're gonna do is take this number down: 213-205-3776. 3747. Text Pill Mix. And later on in the day, I'm going to shoot out the Scoop DeVille mix. This guy's a professional DJ and has a great ear. So I think it's something you're going to enjoy. Also, we're doing What Would You Do tomorrow. So if you want to be a part of that, sign up with my little community. 213-205-3747. And I'll blast out the, what do we do? Scoop or lean or what the fuck is the name of it?
We're zooming. Zoom. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll send you our Zoom link so that you can participate in the show. Not bad. News from the chin coming up next.
You're listening to the All Out Show with you. And now, it's time for News from the Chin with John Z. Matthews.
I've not watched this new Netflix reality dating show, but some people are too hot to handle. And it's when these hot people are challenged to form deeper emotional bonds with romantic partners without having sex first. So I guess people are enjoying this. But the reason it came up for me is that at some point they had to, do this Japanese rope bondage thing, shibari. And I've seen this in porn, and I instantly just flick it off. It's when those women are tied up.
Oh, yeah.
I can't handle that. Their breasts are all squeezed, and it's just...
Yeah. Their breasts are like weird teardrops and shit. They're just all purple.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's very bad.
Now,
the Japanese are just some weird motherfuckers, man. They're just weird.
Yeah.
They just can't tie somebody up with some neckties like a regular person. They gotta fucking come up with some intricate fucking origami of tying motherfuckers up.
Oh, I know.
What about the shibari thing?
Well, I guess supposedly it's supposed to establish trust with your partner, so you allow this person to bind you up, and then, I mean, again, the porn that I see, I mean, the women are essentially getting tortured, but I'm sure that's not what's going down on this show.
Right.
But, I mean, with all this bondage shit and this BDSM, there's a level of trust. So you're pretty out there when it comes to sex, but you guys don't do this kind of shit, do you? Ever?
No, but... No. But there is that bondage that does come with trust. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Nah, because I was looking, because I was like, remember, I was like, maybe I'll go get my ass whooped and do this bondage shit. And then, but none of the girls were smart enough for me to let them beat me up. I'm like, there's no way your dumb ass is going to put hands on me and tell me what to do. You fucking idiot. But then I was thinking, like, the real boss play of fucking degradation is like, maybe you're running a company, right? And then you just get some fucking dumb broad, some stupid dominatrix. So it's like the smoker's voice or some shit. Nah, do that thing. And that's really degrading. Like, to be told what to do by somebody way dumber than you. It's like next level degrading. I've thought this out.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been told by these dominatrix people over the years that I'm vanilla, that just having regular sex is vanilla, and that they're out there, they're living that life, that that's exciting, that you're not really having sex unless you're going for it like this. I mean, I reject that out of hand, but I don't know.
I went to the one party I went to, I'm not even trying to shit on it, but like, their domination was pretty lightweight. It was just like, they put me up on a rack or something where you're like hanging on a rack with your shirt off, and then they like... You ever see in the movies how they almost do like with the horse whips where they go psh, psh, psh. like almost like Zorro or something like that, but with a whip. They just was doing that to me for like a mad long time, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to be like, you can go harder, you know what I mean? They just did it for a while, and then they were like talking all this shit, like, yeah, we fucking own you. I'm like, all right, dog. You totally got me. I can't get out of these Velcro handcuffs at any fucking time. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Like, I think the people that do it properly go super in, and then there's a whole cheesy level of dominatrix that I'm just not with.
If you want to see Shibari, just go to Pornhub or X videos, type in Shibari. I've got this lady here. Oh. She's tied up with that sort of rope sweater with her. Her breasts are all pinched, and she has these suction cups on there. It's just a mess. Oh, it's just terrible. I mean,
I know they just look mangled. There's nothing. They're like, let's take this beautiful woman's body and mangle it. But,
I don't fully understand any of this, but well, at any rate, Shibari, it's happening. There's another show, and I watched 2 of these last night. That new Michael Jordan, that Bulls documentary, The Last Dance. Have you been watching that?
I haven't seen shit.
Oh man, you should watch it. It's fucking awesome.
Good.
Yeah, you can find it through ESPN. 2 came out over the weekend. But Michael Jordan, during his rookie season, this is back in '84 and '85, he was asked about the fact that the team was called the Traveling Cocaine Circus. So this is back when Michael Jordan started, and they were not doing so hot. But I guess they were really partying. I mean, that was back when athletes were fucking going for it. I've got Michael Jordan talking about that for a second. Let's see if I can get that going. All right.
Look, guys were doing things that I didn't see. I had one event, preseason, I think we were in Peoria. It's in a hotel. So I'm trying to find my teammates. So I start knocking on doors. I get to this one door, and I knock on the door, and I can hear someone says, shh, someone's outside. And then you hear this deep voice says, who is it? I says, MJ. And then they all said, oh, fuck, he's just a rookie. Don't worry about it. So they open up the door. I walk in, and practically the whole team was in there. And it was like things I've never seen in my life, as a young kid. You got your lines over here, you got your weed smokers over here, you got your women over here. So the first thing I said, look, man, I'm out. Because all I can think about, if they come and raid this place right about now, I am just as guilty as everybody else that's in this room. And from that point on, I was more or less on my own.
He was not doing that.
That's how that went down.
Come on.
He's like, I saw it, man, then I fucking left, man. Not me. Not MJ. MJ does not do cocaine, bro. I guarantee all those motherfuckers were just going ham. Except for AC Green. That's it.
Traveling Cocaine Circus.
There was I think it was 85 Mets were the ones that were they were like the ones.
Oh yeah.
They went fucking dumb hard.
That's just crazy to me. They can operate such a high level, and yet they're doing all this fucking craziness.
Yeah. Shit. They was probably doing coke during the games. Well, think about it. You're all fucking hungover. You've been drinking all goddamn night. You gotta go play the Utah Jazz or some shit like that. Like, what are you gonna do? Fucking bump a coke. Let's go. Get out there and ball out on them cats.
Is any of that
shit was better before they had cameras everywhere? What's that?
I mean, do you think any of that still goes down with professional athletes or no? I mean, some, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be surprised, like, how many motherfuckers are high during the day that you're dealing with. Whether on Xanax or coke or fucking some other shit, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. People are fucked up all the time. Probably more so than ever.
Check it out. The Last Dance. It's a good documentary. It's on ESPN. They're bleeding the episodes out over the coming weeks. It's not bad.
How many? What is it, like an hour a piece or some shit, or what?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you get to see him. I mean, at the height of his game. Now, of course, we've talked about screen time fucking up the kids, but as you've also learned that it seems like every other month a different study comes out, and I've got another one here saying being on your phone and your computer isn't impacting kids' social skills, according to this new study. So
yeah, okay.
I mean, I don't know how it isn't.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. If everyone's on their phone, then that becomes a norm, and it wouldn't affect them negatively. You know what I mean? Like, they all are weird now.
That's a good point. Corrupts the whole pool.
Yeah, the whole thing is a wrap. Whoever fucking Samsung came up with that shit.
Well, this is over in Ohio State University. They're just as skilled, the modern adolescents, just as skilled socially as previous generations, despite being obsessed with staring at their phones.
No, they're not. They're so fucking bad at shit. Like, we came up in a time where, like, you're dealing with people, you walk in a room, you can kind of read the situation. Like, you pick up nonverbal cues from people. Like, oh, okay, that guy's kind of sketchy. Let me stay the fuck away from him. She wants this. She's with him. You can just see that shit. You don't have to fucking talk to anybody. But like now, these cats, they're not as good at that. They don't know how to deal with that shit. So I think it's negatively affecting them. You ever see these kids? It's like they got fucking Asperger's. You're like, dog, you're not understanding that shit. Get off your phone.
Oh yeah, the last time I was over at my sister's place, she's got these 3 young kids, and one was upset he couldn't play the video games, and she had to drop the hammer, and of course he freaks out. I'm like, jeez, get a handle on this, man. I mean, but they're lovely kids though. But yes, the kids, they're craving their games.
Great children, yeah. Yeah, we created them. We created the little things. Instead of like just letting them run around and expel energy, you're like, here, take this fucking pad and fucking play on that for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then you're all wired anyway.
So you've warned of this in the past about the end of cash, but now the coronavirus is pushing this up to the forefront again. That economists are seeing great payoffs in this cashless society that could be accelerating now that people don't want to touch shit anymore. But the more I thought about it, I'm with you on this. Keep the money. Keep the cash.
Yeah, bro. And like, hey, you're still paying with a credit card and shit. It's not like they're not touching things. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Well, the economists and the politicians, of course, they're saying that it's a lower cost for the business. Also, it will prevent people from laundering money, stymie tax evasion. But it's going to, of course, fuck up privacy and give a lot more power to the government. It's just...
Yeah, just good. Those two things.
I mean, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, you go in a cashless society, you start talking shit, and then they can just turn your ass off. They'll be like, damn, what happened to John? Like, John don't live here no more. We just erased all of his money. Can't do shit, can't get on a plane, can't rent a car, you can't do anything. And they're already doing that with MasterCard owns this shit called Patreon, and they'll deplatform Patreon people if they agree with them or not. Like,
oh sure,
yeah. So there you go. They're already doing it. Yeah, this cashless society is a bad it allows them to keep fucking just like, how much money did we dump in? What was our stimulus plan? Like $70 trillion or something ridiculous like that.
Oh, it's a crazy number.
It's a keystroke now. You know what I mean? Like they don't have to like print up the money. It's just a keystroke. So, yeah. I'm just trying to figure. I'm like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm just trying to figure out how to play it. You know what I mean? Like, how am I gonna do this shit? Getting around this cash shit.
Well, if you're going to push for the cash thing, now's the time. Because I think quietly, again, there's a bit of a movement. There's some pressure being applied now to do that. So if you're really worried about it.
They need to play the social justice warrior shit on it. And be like, going to a cashless society, it would be unfairly targeting poor people that can't afford to have a card. I would do it. I would do that. That's how I play it to combat that shit. Because it's not a. This is not going to end well.
No.
No.
All right. So it looks like another sport is planning to come back. NASCAR. I don't think you watch much NASCAR yourself, but NASCAR has plans to come back without fans. So. Let's see, states are now competing to host the first race after the return.
Huh. All right.
Yeah.
I don't watch NASCAR, but I really like the history, so I think that's cool.
Are you missing sports? You want to see the UFC come back, which of course they're always threatening to do, and baseball. There's a plan for that.
Yeah, well, here's what happened. UFC, to me, their dumbest move was to pair up with ESPN. It was short-sighted. It's kind of stymied the growth of UFC. You got to get like behind a paywall and another paywall to watch that shit. And now they want to have a fucking an event, and Dana White doesn't get to say we're having an event. It's going to be like the Disney person.
That's exactly what happened.
He wants no smoke. He was like, nah, bro. We're not going to have a UFC event and one person gets corona. Like, nope. We're just not having it done. And that's what it is. That's what it is. But, with the NASCAR shit, that started off from bootlegging.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they would bootleg. They would get stock cars. That's why they call it stock car racing. They would get stock cars, and then they would fucking dump giant engines in the car so that they can outrun the police. And then they started having races. Outlaw shit, bro.
Huh.
Isn't that dope?
You need a big car to outrun the cops.
That'd be like having boat races that people use to fucking smuggle cocaine on. You know what I mean? Like the cocaine cup. Just throwing it out there.
I wasn't going to bring this up, but I will just because we've talked about him a couple times over the last several weeks. Takashi 6ix9ine, of course, he's out. They got him out of prison, and he was promising to stay, low key, but that's not happening. He is now just dropping money like you wouldn't believe. He's picked up 4 watches, including I don't know how to say this, Richard Mille watch or Mitch Mill, I don't know.
Yeah.
Dropped another $300,000 on a chain shaped like a shark. He's picking up vehicles, McLaren, a Rolls Royce, Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, a Range Rover. I don't know how he has this kind of cash.
I don't know either.
I mean, I'm told he's signed some deals for some upcoming albums. So as you predicted, people would buy the albums, and he's planning tours. So I mean, looks like he's got a plan here. But if I had that money, man, fucking save some of it. This is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, well, he's not really known for his brains, you know what I mean? He hit the lotto, dog. I'm looking at the Richard Mille watches right here. This can't be right.
Why? How expensive are they?
$30.
Oh, well,
maybe
right,
maybe it's a bootleg Richard Mille. But they're like, they got the open skeleton face plan. You know what I mean? Like where you see everything. It looks like it's made out of like plastic or some shit. Fucking Richard Mille's. I don't know, man. I don't wish will upon people, but if something did happen to him,
it wouldn't be the worst thing.
Yeah. I wouldn't be wishing it. I would just be like, too bad. Too bad he ain't make it. Is his hair still fucking like My Little Pony doll?
Oh yeah. I mean, he's got that going again.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. God, I hate him. And I hate people that like him. So there.
I don't think we know anybody who likes him. I mean, everyone seems to have the same, but I guess if you're 20 years old or 16, who knows?
It's definitely line in the sand shit. And like, look, I understand too, like, a lot of it, he's like a walking art project, you know what I mean? Like, he's just doing art and he's trolling, and it's like, he's not sincere, but that's what makes me not like him. Like, to me, art is sincere, so I was just like, yeah. Remember when he was talking shit to Chief Keef, and then he went to like Chief Keef's neighborhood, and then had the cop car protecting him? Like, it was just like,
yeah.
God. Oh, what a dipshit. All right, so yeah, he's out there making money. Hopefully no one takes his shit.
Mm-hmm. And recently, I mentioned to you that people are gardening again, but now that they're home more often, people are mass purchasing plants for their apartments and their homes now. Everyone's going online and then creating these little jungles in their apartments. This is a bit of a trend that people are seeing online. Do you have any plants at your place or no?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the balcony.
Oh.
I got 5.
That's more than I thought.
On the balcony. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. But it's not like I don't have enough room in my crib, so they say the plants help clean out the air. Is that their whole reasoning behind people getting a bunch of plants?
Sure. I mean, that's part of it, but I think people just like to have that greenery around. They're just spending so much time around like, hey, I'll get a plant. And then for some reason, this is now taking off.
Well, there is a reason in like show business why they call the green room. It soothes you.
Yeah. Amazingly, I haven't killed my spider plant. I'm a big fan of my little spider plant. It's been with me for years now. It's had some ups and downs, but I've not completely killed it yet. And it does make me feel better. I look over, hey, Mr. Spider Plants. So.
Hey there, Mr. Spider Plant.
Spider Plant.
You ever get
You're my
drunk
friend.
and talk to it?
I pet it once in a while.
I'm your only friend, Spider Plant.
Sorry, I put you on the roof that one day.
You, a drink for me. Spider Plant. They actually did there was a study that they did with some inmates, and it was just by showing them nature, it fucking calmed them down.
Yeah.
Just by seeing pictures of nature, like the fights and all that shit, calm down. So that makes sense. Yeah, go get you some green shit.
Yeah. Go online. It'll show up at your house. There have been some doubts about how successful online plant selling would be, but it's booming now. Get in on that action.
Man, online, everything right now. Everything.
I do some good
Don't
news
you wish
for
you
you.
would have bought some Amazon? Fucking
years ago.
Even now, it's going up by a little bit. You know, everyone's using that shit now.
Oh yeah, they've got all the money.
Years ago, yeah, I know. If I would have been a millionaire if I had known how to work buying stocks. I had a good feeling about Netflix a while ago.
You were right.
Good feeling. Yep. Hit the nail on the head with that one. Fucking Netflix. They got in at 10. All right, what else? What's the good news?
And now, time for good news.
So if you want to take an online course these days, UC Berkeley are offering up their popular Science of Happiness course for free. And supposedly, there's nothing wrong with that. You can, apparently, people do feel better when they take this. They've looked at it. It's free. They're not making any money off of it. UC Berkeley. Smart
so, like,
people.
what are some of the things that you learn to be happy? Do they tell you, like, give you for instances?
Key insights that arise from this work, let's see, taking multiple methods and perspectives into account, is that happiness hinges upon the strength and authenticity of a person's social connections, their aptitude for kindness, and their constructive role in meaningful community. So that's the foundation. You got to be kind. You got to be out there in your community.
Right.
And, you got to have some friends. If you're a lonely drunk, that's not really going to make you happy. So avoid that. But
that just sounds like obvious shit. Like, no wonder it's a free goddamn class. Like, they just told you obvious shit. Like, hey, don't be a loser in your house. Help out other people. And then, what is it? Be grateful or some other shit. I forgot the third one. But, like, yeah. Build a little community.
You got 10 weeks to sit through that.
Be grateful, y'all. Just be grateful. Be grateful for what you got. I'm not saying be complacent, but be grateful. Look around and be like, you know what? I'm doing okay, man. Let's keep pushing it. Guess what? That's the news.
You're listening to the All Out Show with you.
All right, y'all. That was the show. Jeremy, thank you. Dan, thank you. John, thank you. Keenan, thank you. Jude, thank me. Everybody else, have a great day. Thanks for calling up. Thanks for listening. Thanks for participating. It's been a it's been a rocky road us doing these shows from our couches and like having them ran out of 3 different places and different states all over, and we appreciate y'all having the patience and understanding that we're just trying to do the best we can to give you guys a bit of normalcy here at the All Out Show. So thank you everybody for being so understanding. All right. All Out Show, we gone.